Over a decade ago, my son was in high school. He went to Kenya with me to visit our mission partner in the early days of that partnership. And on the way home, he and I stopped in London, and we saw as much of that city as two dudes could see in about 4 days. We stayed in a hotel right by the subway station, and we mastered the London Tube, their subway, over the next few days. We saw so many places, covered so many miles, ate so much sushi, never got lost. Never got lost. Now, how is it possible that two strangers to a large city could tour it for several days and never get lost? Well, first we learned to read the subway maps. So we always knew what route, what line to take. And we trusted that those maps reflected reality. Secondly, we realized that the Brits were looking out for people like us, because on every subway platform and in every subway passage, there were black signs with yellow letters that had two words and an arrow. And if you've been to London, you might remember those two words. Anyone know? Way out. Everywhere you go, in the tube in London, everywhere you go, whatever line you're on, way out signs are located everywhere. So no matter where we were, no matter how far from our hotel we wandered, no matter how many subway platforms were above us as we worked our way from line to line, there was always a way out. And we could always identify it and follow it. So here's my question for you. Are the Brits more helpful than God? If the London Tube wayfinding engineers always provide a way out, no matter how deep into the system you go, would God do any less for you? The scripture we read a moment ago promises that no matter how strong the temptation feels, no matter how much we think we have no choice but to sin, no matter how deep we descend into a web of decisions and complications, no matter how far from God we roam, God will always provide a way out. The question is, are we looking for it? God is faithful, not because you're amazing, not because you're strong. He is faithful because that is who He is. So look for the way out. No matter how deep into sin, no matter how long the pattern has been for you, look for the way out and take it.